Joining me now to discuss this is former acting Customs and Border Patrol Commissioner under President Trump and now Heritage Foundation visiting fellow, our friend Mark Morgan. Mark, great to have you back on.
Thanks, Grant.
Mark, what's your assessment of these documents, the bulletin, the request that Mayorkas sent out to employees?
Well, Grant, I'm going to be a little more direct. We saw the DHS secretary use the White House as a platform to blatantly lie to the American people. So look, not only are they creating and asking for this voluntary workforce, they're asking for DOD for assistance. They're building more facilities. And let's just run down a couple of numbers that I jotted down as I've been following the reports and adding this up. February, we're going to see over 100,000 in a single month. In the first 5 months of FY21, over 400,000 people we've apprehended illegal entering. And all of 20, it was 458,000. We've released 11,000 since January. I could keep going on and on. Clearly, there's a crisis, and this DHS secretary lied to the American people. But Grant, here's what's really important, and you alluded to this. Your listeners need to understand it's how they're using these facilities. It's how they're using this workforce. Before, it was to prevent, apprehend, detain, and lawfully remove. Now, all of this apparatus that's being built is to build reception centers on the front end to release illegal migrants as fast as possible into the interior United States and then prevent ICE from lawfully deported. That's been their strategy since day one.
Yeah, a positive impression on really what amounts to criminality coming across the border. All right, just to really get you steamed, Mark Morgan, I want to play a soundbite from Joe Biden. To me, it sounds like a lie for sure. Let's listen in.
Is there a crisis at the border, sir?
All right, so no crisis at the border, Mark Morgan.
Look, I've been doing this for 35 years, Grant. I've served under 6 administrations, both Republican and Democrat. This is not a right or left thing. This is an American thing. This is what is the best interest of our national economic security. And this is not easy for me to say, but our president lied to the American people, along with his DHS secretary and along with his press secretary. To continue to deny that this is a crisis is unbelievable. It's absurd. And we all see the truth right now.
Yeah, it should make all of us sick to our stomachs. And you know, Mark, it's not just Republicans, conservatives that are seeing the truth or the border agents down on the border working the line. There are also some Democrats. Henry Cuellar is a Democrat congressman from Texas. Listen to what he had to say about all of this.
I can tell you this. Those numbers of people that are being released, they're purposely withholding that information. They've been told not to withhold that information. I now know that they're bringing people from McAllen over to Laredo, processing them in Laredo, and they're going to release them in my community.
Have you heard the same thing, Mark? He sounds pretty steamed, and that's Democrat.
Absolutely. I know Representative Cuellar well. He's spot on, right? It's even worse than that. I'm calling it a cover-up. What they're trying to do now is not only transport them along southwest border, but they're also busing them into the interior of the United States. So it doesn't feel like such a crisis on the border. So that's what's happening. And look, as they get better at their reception center, and look, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to deal with the crisis when you're simply opening up a reception center and preventing people from being deported. It's a heck of a lot harder to apprehend, to detain, and remove. So they're gonna get better at the reception center and releasing people into the United States. What they don't realize is that's just going to get larger numbers. We still have 3.5 months of peak illegal immigration season coming, 7 months left, and in 3 weeks we're gonna cap what we saw all in FY20. It's absolute. And you know what? The President of the United States was absolutely correct when he said this is a self-inflicted wound. This was all preventable. And Grant, look, they always want to tout we should listen to the experts of COVID. But when it comes to our border security and our national security, they not only didn't listen to experts, they dismissed them.
Yeah, well, and I just want to be clear, everybody knows, you're talking about the President of the United States, meaning President Trump was saying that, not Joe Biden. And just want to make that clear. Joe Biden would never say that. Mark Morgan, just keep sounding the alarm. People will start to wake up to this, and we're already seeing it from the other side. I appreciate your service. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Grant.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.